All right, so to finish off this little mini Faouzia arc, we have the remaining two songs from the film noir final. Uh, I listened to Birthday. By the time you're catching this reaction, that means the birthday one is up. Hopefully by a week, I'd like to say. Um, Phenomenal song. If you haven't heard it yet, you need to listen to it. But for the sake of my own mental health, I won't go back and revisit and have you sit here for 15 minutes as I glaze it once again. However, we have You're a Nuisance and we'll have a family someday. Um, I can't tell you how I'm going to feel about this because I was already wrong when I prepared to listen to Birthday. So any guesstimation I make will inevitably be incorrect. We know her voice does magnificent things, and I trust that these two will be no different. Now, this one only 31,000 word. You're tripping. You're tripping. Um, they don't. There's so many people that don't know how great Faouzia is. There's so many people that don't know she exists, that she draws breath. Right. I'm just glad that I happen to be in that minority that does. That's enough glaze for now. Let's save the rest for the end of the song, shall we?
Underneath your pillow when you need me, but it's getting colder. Wonder, will you ever need me? Flowers drying in the garden, pink tongue dying, waiting for you. Pray for rain to bring the water. Wish you would, but you don't wanna. You ruined all our favorite places. I can't go. I try to avoid. I'm kinda annoyed. I see your face on passing strangers, but I know I'm paranoid. I'm paranoid. Oh, you're a nuisance. Why are you so charming? All my legs are moving, but my heart stays wanting. Oh, I can't do this. No, my darling. Why must you linger? Can you leave my body? Shade of gray, I need a little color, baby, just a hint of yellow tape. Bit of caution, hit the brakes for a moment. Keep me locked in a perfect glass box. You never open last call. I hope you notice. Gone, you never notice. You ruined all our favorite places. I can't go. I'm paranoid. I'm paranoid. Oh, you're a nuisance. Why are you so charming? All my legs are moving, but my heart stays wanting. Oh, I can't do this. No, my darling. Why must you linger? Can you leave my body? You ruined all our favorite places. I can't go. I'm paranoid. I'm paranoid. Oh, you're a nuisance. Why are you so charming? But my legs are moving, but my heart stays wanting. Oh, I can't do this. No, my darling. Why must you linger? Can you leave my body?
I gotta make sure there's nothing else I'm gonna miss right here. Gotta make sure it fades out properly. Okay. I guess lyrics wise, I should have anticipated something along these lines. I mean, the title is "You're a Nuisance" in all caps. Uh, I didn't expect it to feel this way. It wasn't necessarily jolly, but it was the delivery wasn't as sad as I was anticipating at the start. I was really thrown off by that starting segment. Um, because it feels like a little bit beachy, like aquatic. Like if you ever played like any of those games back in like early 2000s, like when they had the beach level, whether it was Mario Kart, just that era of time when they used to have the beachy scenes, because it was just a lot easier to code the games that way. So it had like its own little niche arc, I guess you would say. That's how it kind of sounded as we're leading in. But then you add the strings in, and the context is changed. The percussion comes in, and it's like, okay, where are we going with this, right? And she comes in so soft. And this is where she really started, where she really put me in a chokehold and just had me like, I'm going to sleep. Um, it's one line. You ruined all our favorite places.
Can't go. I try to avoid. I'm kinda annoyed. I see your face.
Kinda annoyed would be an understatement, right? Let me go back a little bit because I want to make sure we get this full line right here.
I'm kinda annoyed. I see your face on passing strangers, but I know I'm paranoid. I'm paranoid.
Ruining all of my favorite places, right? All the places that we experienced together. That's one thing that's terrible, that's heinous. I can't appreciate them the way I once did. Not even just with you, but before you existed. Had there been a coffee shop, had there been a park, had there been a special bench that I usually sat at and ate at, the moment we did them together, right? They became synonymous. That location became synonymous, and every other one became synonymous with me and you and our connection. And now because of you, right? I go there. I can't even enjoy my spot anymore because it was our spot, and I can't get out of my head. And on top of that, I'm seeing you in passing strangers, people that may have just the same hair color as you, may have the same facial hair as you, right? May have the same eyes or eyebrows or nose, same head shape. They might have a slightly similar walk to you. Have you ever, and this is something that I have personally experienced. Have you ever seen somebody walk, uh, not facing you, but walking in the opposite direction, and thought they were somebody you knew? Thought they were somebody that was once near and dear to your heart? That's really annoying. All right, I'm gonna say that's really annoying. I'm not gonna say it's pain, but it is truly annoying because it kind of stops you in your steps. If you ever seen that one, uh, for any of our anime heads out there, in that one JJK scene where Kenjaku reanimates Geto's body, and he's standing behind Gojo while Gojo's in the subway trying to save all the civilians, and he just says, "Hey Satoru," but he says it in his friend's voice, and that feeling of just like he literally freezes for no more than a second. But the only reason he froze was because all the memories of his best friend that he hasn't seen in like 20 years because he passed, and that's how Kenjaku was able to take over his body. Um, all of it floods into his brain because he didn't even see him. He just heard him say, "Hey," and he freezes, and then he turns. Now, I'm not going to go into the happenings after that. I just really appreciate the show. Compared to most modern shonen, I think it does a lot of other things that have more depth to them really well. But this song just like low key pulled that out of me when I was thinking about it, because like when you start seeing somebody in places they should not be, and then you kind of blink a couple times, and you're like, "Oh, I'm tripping," and you open your eyes again, and you realize, yeah, you are tripping. That person is not there. They've never been there. That's none of these people that you're running into or bumping into or tapping on the shoulders or looking at kind of awkward, are that person. But it all happened because of the connection that you had to that person before. You know.
Oh, you're a nuisance. Why are you so charming? My legs are moving, but my heart stays wanting. Oh, I can't do this no, my darling. Unless you linger, can you leave my body?
You're lingering. Can you leave my body? They won't. Newsflash, they won't. They say time heals all wounds and kind of just alleviates you of all pressures, but I don't really think time itself does it. Time allows you with the opportunities to erase those things or to set them to rest, to lay them to rest. Unfortunately, memories of people and people themselves, if they are that close to you for a certain period of time, it becomes really hard for your brain to overwrite them. Eventually, it does happen, but it does take a significant period of time.
Shade of gray, I need a little color, baby, just a hint of yellow tea. Bit of caution, hit the brakes for a moment. Keep me locked in a perfect glass box. You never open last call. I hope you notice her call. You never notice. You ruined all our favorite places. I can't go. I'm paranoid. I'm paranoid. Oh, you're a nuisance. Why are you so charming? My legs are moving, but my heart stays wanting. Oh, I can't do this no, my darling. Unless you linger, can you leave my body?
Like I was low, like it started out with a little bit of a tropical vibe at the very beginning, but as soon as the strings come in, and then you get your percussion, and then you have her go from whispering to like just elevating everything. We're ascending while listening to the song, but low key, if the song is even remotely relatable, bro, you're fuming a little bit inside, and it's a really weird feeling. Because on the outside, you're like, yo, she's doing this, but at the same time, you're like, yo, I feel you. Like I feel you, and it pisses me off because I could think of a person that overstayed their welcome inside of my heart or my mind or both. Um, and this song really surprisingly encapsulates that thought process so well, despite not being like super sad and forlorn feeling. She just did a tremendous job. Then again, she always does. It's Faouzia, right? I wonder if I'm a nuisance. You ever wonder what if you and me, or you, or just me, what if one of us is a nuisance in somebody else's head? You know, I wonder if that's the case potentially, without us even knowing too. I wonder if I ever mattered to somebody that much. It's a curious thought. We'll have a family someday. This can't end well for me. I'm gonna tell you that right now. This is a very interesting story.
We'll have a family someday. I'll feed you cherries from my hand. You never really go away, so might as well have something planned. We'll have a family someday. Persistent like my shadow.
gonna have to buy this sucker on vinyl. Never in my life did I consider. I've considered buying a vinyl before when it first dropped, right? But thank goodness I didn't, because now we have three new beautiful tracks added to the project. I don't know if this is the last song, um, because of the way the order is right here. I'm under the impression that it is though. And if that is the last, if this is the last song, right? I'm going to speak as though it is. Um, if that is the case, right? This is a very like not necessarily happy, but more so a hopeful close to the project, because obviously there were a lot of dark themes involved. It got really graphic sometimes, right? But over these past couple songs, there's been sad portions, but for the most part, it hasn't been as graphic or as down in the dumps. It's been, it's annoying when you can't appreciate some areas that you once did because somebody's the memory of somebody in the existence in the past in the back of your corners of your brain uh, prevents you. You know, they become a the nuisance. You know, but to come to this was a pleasant surprise. I definitely thought we were gonna go really really sad here. I was not expecting that hopeful undercarrying. Like it felt like you just got picked up, like you picked a dove up and watched as it took flight out of your hands into the sky. You know, there was a couple lines. You know that we had a golly brother. We'll have a family someday. I didn't think it was gonna be a good thing. Oh, I should hope it was a good thing, but you never really know. Okay, so I didn't know how much of a good thing it was gonna be. I didn't know if it was gonna be like a backhanded thing, like we'll have a family someday, but it's gonna be because you're caging me or something like that. Like it could have went that way, right? But that I'll feed you cherries from my hand. I had a mental picture of that. All right, sign me up, please. Um, I'd make a great husband. I can justify my case at a later date. Perhaps now isn't the most prevalent, the most ideal time to, but this will be a heck of an experience to experience, if I do say so myself. And I do. Um, the only thing that would have made this better is if we had a music video, and I don't even honestly need a music video. Music video, literally her standing on a stage alone with a mic singing this song would have been music video enough for me. All right, with her hand motions and just watching her as she sings these words to my soul. Not gonna lie, kind of song that makes you want to forge a wedding ring, not buy one, not go to the store and get one. Forge. You know how hard it is to forge a ring? It's incredibly difficult. On a side note, I know I just kind of went off the rails right there, but like she hit what was the line? What was the line? You never really go away, so might as well have something planned or something to that effect. There was just a lot going on here. I don't want to play the whole thing over again, but we're gonna play a good portion of this over again because I just gotta touch it. It's like weirdly like low key upbeat right here. It caught me off guard.
We'll have a family someday. I'll feed you cherries from my hand. You never really go away, so might as well have something planned.
Yeah, you never really go away, so let's have something planned. I'm not going anywhere. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm doing the most.
We'll have a family someday. Persistent like my shadow.
Persistent like my shadow.
I'm sorry I don't give you grace.
I'm sorry I don't give you grace. Let you recognize that? I appreciate the apology, but you needn't worry about me. I'm persistent like your shadow. That means I'm always there for you, right? That means even at your lowest or at your highest, I'll be there either way.
You didn't choose to be here, but you're the only one who'll stay.
That's a very curious line to me. You didn't choose to be here, but you're the only one who stayed. to me, that means I did choose to be here because I could have left at any point just like everybody else did, unless she's implying that I stayed because I watched everybody else leave, which is also personally a reasonable take to have. I feel like if I watched everybody else leave somebody's side, I would be more hesitant to leave them alone because I don't want them to face the elements alone. So in that way, I guess that could be a little bit constricting, and that would make the line make sense. Of course, I'm making it me centric. You know, I'm making it Cole centric. The world does not revolve around me, but for that bar, we're gonna act like it did.
Consistent like my shadow.
My shadow.
So follow me. Let's run away.
She said, "So follow me." Absolutely, to the ends of the earth and back. To Candyland, through hell, and up to heaven. I promise I'll be there.
Shadow. So follow me. Let's run away. Hold my hand, hit parade. Let's take the next train. I assure you, I can show you.
She said, "Let's run away." She said, "We could take the train." I said, "Indeed." I said, "Yes, ma'am. Of course. Of course. I'll pack my suitcase right now. I don't really need much. I could probably fit it all into a backpack." She said, "We'll be happy." I believe her. And honestly, the way I don't know what the effect is on her voice right here. Especially at the beginning, it low key sent a shiver down my spine like multiple times, especially when we get like a pause like that where you can still hear the backtrack, but when she takes a breath for a second and then comes right back, it low key sent a shiver down my spine, and I was trying not to make it like visible. I think I did a good job hiding it. You shouldn't see it if you go back and check. Don't go back and check, please. Don't fact check me. But it I don't know if it was like uneasy or just off. Like it felt really weird to me. But her voice is beautiful, so it doesn't matter.
I'll put her picture in a frame. I'll take you to the beach and you'll watch me ride another wave. Oh,
Why can't I take her to the beach? She's talking about taking me to the beach. I am not. I promise you right now, I'm not deserving of that. I will tremendously appreciate it. You will never hear me complain worth a darn. I promise, ma'am. But I don't think I'm worthy of you taking me to the beach, and then also offering me the view of watching you run through the crashing waves. The visual that was just provided to me in my head was better than I deserve.
the family see me ride another wave. Oh, the family someday. What about it? Isn't it what you wanted? Toss your belongings lost in a foreign place. Don't fight it. Come, let's run away. Let's run away. Hold my hand, hit parade. Let's take the next train. I assure you, I can show you things better than what you've seen. Let's take the next train. Don't you worry, we'll be happy.
She told us we'll be happy. I believe her, just like the last time she said it and the time before that. This is a fantastic song to close the deluxe out on. I obviously I thought it was gonna be like a more forlorn type of feeling, probably laced with darker themes, but the way that this played out is so well. It's tremendously crafted for one, and it caught me off guard. Right, anything that can surprise me is a great thing. Um, especially when I try not to come into certain songs or projects with preconceived notions, but um, when you really appreciate an artist or you really don't appreciate an artist, like you really dislike an artist, you're gonna come in with thoughts revolving around them regardless. So the fact that I was able to do that, have an expectation of her doing great for one, and then also expecting like certain themes on different songs. And every time I guessed the theme, I was incorrect. The delivery also guaranteed I was incorrect, even if I had part of the theme correct. Um, it's just great. I can't, dude. I need this in concert in person. When I Faouzia, when I see you, Faouzia, Faouzia, when I see you, Faouzia, Faouzia, when I see you, ma'am, madam, my love. Uh, I'm gonna behave myself very well. I'm going to sit as quiet as possible, and I'm going to give as much direct eye contact as possible as I listen to you, as you sing to your heart's content, and I will answer your questions as you provide them to the audience, because I believe that is the best thing that I could do in those settings. Talking to a camera is a lot easier than talking to a person. On a side note, um, I tell you right now, if she was in front of me, or if we were on, if we were on a FaceTime call, I would not have the gall, the wherewithal, the balls to say anything of the sort. And I didn't even say anything crazy compared to what I tend to say, or I am liable to say sometimes when it's past midnight. That was pretty tame. But is there anything not to love? I mean, this project is phenomenal, right? She didn't even have to sing in English for it to be amazing. All right, walk with me. You could. There was so many times you could feel so uncomfortable with the lines and her delivery, and that was why that was how it was designed for you to feel. Okay, she's an artist. All right, some people are good performers. Some people are good dancers. She is a artist, right? That's that's what she is, and I feel tremendously underdressed. I have a polo on, and I actually really love the texture of this one, but I wasn't able to get my hair done, and I feel bad because the first time I listened to her album, I also did not have my hair done. I feel like I looked really disheveled back then, but I really loved her music. Um, Now I'm a little bit better, but I'm still I feel like I'm not doing enough. So best believe when I see her, I'm going to be taken care of. I will have the crispiest lineup you've ever seen. I'm debating on if I'm going to get twist or straight backs. I might go straight backs because I need to be able to look directly uh, at the stage without any obstructions. And I'm thinking about bringing my glasses that have the cameras on them so that I could get a little bit of footage that way. Um, Plus, I just think that's a little bit of a cleaner look. I just have to decide what outfit I'm gonna wear. I need to. I'm so tempted to go in a three-piece suit. I don't think you understand how tempted I am because I feel like anything less than that is doing a disservice to her greatness. And that's glaze. But at the same time, I feel like it's only glaze if you're overdoing what's true. And I feel like everything that I said, nothing I said was inaccurate about her voice, her looks, her presentation, the way she curates her music, anything of the sort. So as far as I'm concerned, it's not really glaze now, is it? But, leave it to me to take a 4 and 3 minute song and turn it into a 33-minute reaction. Uh, Sorry. Uh, I should say, if you had other things going on. Maybe put my yaps in 2 times speed. I tend to do that sometimes. But don't put the song in 2 times speed, please. They are too great. Uh, 11 out of 10, 11 out of 10. This, there has to be a vinyl for this, right? If there is, I'm buying it. If there's not, maybe there's a way to special order and have somebody make a vinyl. That has to exist. All right, that definitely has to. We're in the big 26. Somebody's definitely done it. But yeah, if for some odd reason, Faouzia, you end up coming across this video, which I hope you don't. You know, you have 3 million subscribers, so hopefully somebody else did something that caught your eye and not me. But on the off chance that this is the first video of mine of where I appreciate the greatness of your music, thank you for being you. As the saying goes, the world is full of the world is full of 8 billion people, and there will only ever be one you. It's a waste of your own life to try and be somebody else. So I appreciate your transparency, the ferocity that you attack every line with, and the skill, the vocal control, the high notes, the low notes, everything in between. I appreciate it a lot. And hey, who knows? Maybe one day I'll be able to tell you in person. You know, that'd be pretty cool. I'm not going to confess my love here. I feel like I did it in a previous video, and I kind of hope you never see that. So I hope you have a great day. And to those watching, if for some odd reason you watched this far in the video, I don't know what you did. Thanks. And if your day wasn't going too great, I hope this made your day just a teensy bit better. And I'll see you next time.